Hello, and welcome back to Road Trivia. Today's episode is number 419. Although it is Monday, we will be doing Brainy Tuesday, number 8 today. The quiz tomorrow could not be done on episode 421 or 419, so we had to move some things around to make it work. Thanks for being patient while we move some stuff around this week. You'll enjoy tomorrow's quiz, and good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. What mythological beast appeared as a pair on the old Royal Scottish coat of arms and since the 1603 union of Scotland and England has appeared on the British Royal coat of arms, co-supporting the English shield with the English lion? That mythological beast is the unicorn. Question number 2. Of what speech, given November 19, 1863, did the Chicago Times editorialize, "The cheek of every American must tingle with shame as he reads the silly, flat, and dish-watery utterances of a man who has to be pointed out to foreigners as the President of the United States"? The speech they're talking about is the Gettysburg Address. Question number 3. You will find a valley with the name Valley of 10,000 Smokes in Alaska, but in which country would you find a valley with the name Valley of the Kings? The answer is Egypt. Question number 4. While sitting in seclusion in his cabin by a pond near Concord, Massachusetts in 1846, what man penned the lines, "We are in great haste to construct a magnetic telegraph from Maine to Texas, but Maine and Texas, it may be, have nothing important to communicate"? The answer is Henry David Thoreau. Question number 5. King John was the first English king since William the Conqueror to devote his undivided attention to his realm, and is best remembered for affixing his signature to what famous agreement in the year 1215? The answer is the Magna Carta. Question number 6. Depressions dug out by glaciers are known as kettle holes or kettle lakes. By what collective name do we know the 5 most prominent kettle holes in North America? The answer is the Great Lakes. Question number 7. Ending its original route in 1977 after 94 years of service because of the decline in passengers, what luxury railway service connected the cities of Paris and Istanbul? The answer is the Orient Express. Question number 8. The way Van Gogh is associated with sunflowers, what artist, who in 1872 painted the work which named an entire art movement, is associated with water lilies? The answer is Claude Monet. Question number 9. In the December 23, 1823 edition of the Troy Sentinel newspaper in New York, the first copy of what ballad written by Clement C. Moore to amuse his children was published? Clement C. Moore wrote "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Question number 10. Advocating a progressive income tax, public ownership of railroads, free education, abolition of child labor, and jobs for all, what is the name of the controversial pamphlet in 1848 that ends with, "Workers of the world unite, you have nothing to lose but your chains"? That was the Communist Manifesto. Question number 11. There are a total of 8 Ivy League schools that are spread among 7 different states. Only one state is home to 2 Ivy institutions. In which U.S. state would you find both Columbia and Cornell? The answer is New York. Question number 12. Collateral refers to something of value offered to guarantee repayment of a loan. For instance, in Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, what collateral did Antonio offer Shylock to secure a loan? The answer is a pound of flesh. Question number 13. In 1942, what lieutenant colonel led 80 men in 16 B-25 twin-engine bombers launched without fighter escort from the U.S. Navy's aircraft carrier, the USS Hornet, on a raid of Tokyo? That was Lieutenant Colonel James Doolittle. Question number 14. In England, it was commonly known as Grenville's Act, but the American colonists of 1765 used what other name for this tax on almanacs, newspapers, and all legal documents? They referred to it as the Stamp Act. Question number 15. Human blood is typed as A, B, AB, and O. Another type of transplantable tissue is typed as HLA-A, HLA-B, and HLA-DR. What is this tissue, the transplantation of which is often the last hope for victims of leukemia? The answer is bone marrow. Question 16. Wolfgang Pauli postulated the existence of them, and eventually Enrico Fermi gave what subatomic particle the 3-syllable Italian name that translates to little neutral ones? The Italian name is neutrinos. Question number 17. Nicknamed Blood and Guts, what was the real name of the war-loving American general who was spared what he called the horrors of peace by dying in a Jeep accident shortly after the end of World War II? The answer is George Patton. Question number 18. A cook whose real name was Mary Mallon used several different names to hide her identity, but long past her death in isolation in 1938, history will remember her by what nickname? Mary Mallon was also known as Typhoid Mary. Question number 19. What two-word phrase did Mr. John O'Sullivan coin in the July 1845 edition of the United States Magazine and Democratic Review about the preordained role of Americans to overspread this continent allotted by Providence? That two-word term is manifest destiny. Question number 20. The defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588 forever ended Spain's plans to invade England. Over 200 years later, what naval battle in the October of 1805 ended Napoleon's plans to invade England? That naval battle was the Battle of Trafalgar. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Road TRIpVIA. Like I said, I hope it didn't throw you off too much. Today was Brainy Tuesday. I know it's only Monday. Tomorrow we'll make up for it with episode number 420. We've got some good ones coming up this week. We will be doing another Trebek trivia at the end of the week. It was a really good weekend. We had the most views we've ever had in a 2-day span this weekend. Thank you very much. We also got a ton of new subscribers. So thank you guys for sharing this on your social medias. Thanks for telling your friends about it. It's growing pretty quickly right now, at least for what I'm used to. So thank you very much. Here's question number 21, the tiebreaker. During World War I, the Germans used what rigid airships, named for their German inventor, to bomb enemy positions? The answer are Zeppelins. They use Zeppelins to bomb their enemy positions. Thank you for watching today, and again, thank you for sharing this stuff on Instagram and Facebook and however you're sharing it. It's working because this was a great weekend. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow for episode 420.